Hey there, everybody, comedy lovers. I'm here. Uh, Today I got a very special birthday present. Um, you know those days where you could go into like a department store, or a pizzeria, and they'd have like two or three arcade games there. You spend hours at the very least. He's just playing them. Well, sadly, there's not a lot of there's not a whole lot of arcade games here in the U.S. anymore. Her, um, so, um, without further ado, let's see what this is. Yes, it is in fact the dual action, dual arcade machine. And, um, the button, as you can see, there's two buttons, A and B. Then there's the joystick, all of which feel fairly solid. I gotta tell you, it's like you're playing a real arcade machine, and minus the size. As this thing is compatible with the iPhone and iTouch, or iPod Touch. I like to call it iTouch, but that sounds a little bit disgusting, a little bit weird. But anyway, hey, it is compatible with 5G, the 5G iPhone and iPod Touch or iTouch. Touch. And this is where you would plug your iPods into. It extends out just like that. And then it's a little bit hard to tell, but there's a red switch. And you would pull it up or down, depending on what iPod you're using. It's really, really cool. Really, really good looking. But I do hope to get some custom stickers or something. This has a lot of nostalgic value. Sadly, though, there's about maybe only several apps that utilize this arcade machine. But you know, for what it does really, really well. Oh, there's a Frogger-like app called Hop Along, and it's really responsive. Um, unfortunately, well, unfortunately for me, there's one arcade game that it might not be compatible with unless I get some sort of arcade emulator, either later, and that'd be impossible for me right at this moment because I don't have. Well, I do have a computer, but it's broken. How can I would love to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, the arcade game. I am on this thing, but maybe they'll release something like that. I certainly hope they release more games. Or games. There's also a ping pong game, which is a remade version of Pong, from Atari, the Atari arcade game. And it's actually really fun. Quite simple and really fun. Now that's a good combination.
It just starts to get a little weird when someone is trying so hard. I'll see you not.
But anyway, anyway, now I can now I can at least say that I own something of an arcade machine. And I would prefer the actual full-sized arcade machines, but I I wouldn't have the room. So I guess I'll just have to settle for second best. But I would really recommend picking this up if you've never played one before. I got mine for $16 plus a few dollars shipping. Well, I got this one for free. My mom paid for it. Paid for it for my birthday. So anyway, anyway, great, a great machine to have for any collector, or even if you're not a collector, Hector. Hector, I really recommend picking this up. Sup if you picking this one up from a store or Amazon or eBay. eBay, if you have any one of them. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.